What's up everybody, it's Logan from Definitely Not Mechanics. Today we're going to be doing an install at my apartment, not at the shop. So I just got my new wheel spacers in, well my second pair. First ones I got were 1.5 inches and they were way too big. The stud didn't stick through enough, so I couldn't get a lug nut good and on there. I didn't feel comfortable running them. So I got these, they're 1 inch. They should be perfect for what we need them for. I've got a little bitty sketchy jack. I got the old Milwaukee, pushing more torque than a Hyundai Genesis. We're gonna throw these on the truck, and hopefully, just hopefully, we'll be stanced out. Realistically, this should be no different than any other installation of a wheel on a hub. Basically, you take this guy right here. This is your spacer. You plug him on here. It's hub centric, so this little notch is going to fit in here. It'll be grooved. It's fine. It's okay if these don't line up perfectly in the hole just yet. Don't worry about that, because we got these acorn nuts here, and that's going to center it. So you want to put each one of these on and then do it the same way you would with a wheel. So you want to tighten it up in a star formation. Make sure not to use an impact on these. Tighten it down by hand, put a torque wrench on it, torque it to whatever spec is. Normally for a vehicle like this, around 75 to 100, you'll be all right. But seriously, do not use an impact on here because it's just gonna come up, you know what I'm saying? Also, when installing these, when you're using smaller ones like 1 inch, look for that stud's sticking out of there. Now, factory wheels will have a space. These wheels have a space. Some do, some don't. If your wheels are flat right here and they don't have a gap, you got to trim these Johnnies. Best way to do that, take this off, run your lug nut all the way down on there, cut it, back the lug nut off. If you don't put the lug nut on there first, you'll never get it started back on there after you cut it. So put it on there, back it off, run it back on again, and then send her home after that. These won't have an issue here because we've got gaps. Gaps are good sometimes. Okay, then you throw the wheel back on there, hit your lug nuts. Again, don't use an impact to tighten them because you don't want to pull that aluminum out of there. Send it on home there. And then you always want to save the last. And definitely in any situation, do not use an impact on the block, no matter what kind it is. Mine's one of these guys. Copy that, get your 3D printer friends to make you one, make melt, and then come steal my wheels. That's fine with me. So you just shove it in there, make sure it's good and seated. And again, just down, maybe not as much as the other ones, but don't use an impact on it. That's a terrible idea. And now all of a sudden we've got fixed fitment. So one thing that I did not mention in this is something I had actually done beforehand. You want to make sure that your studs coming off of your truck going into the spacer itself, the ones that you bolt the spacer to the truck with, you want to make sure you put some red Loctite on there. Now, I didn't have red Loctite, so I just soaked mine in Mountain Dew Code Red overnight, and it should be sticky enough, should be fine. It'll be all right. There's your blows, dudes. Dude, that fitment is so on point. Like, seriously, could not have got a better fitment. Comes right up here, so whenever I roll the fenders and set it down lower, I'll set right on top of there. Same with the front. Straight down. Perfect. That's great fitment. Now if we compare it to the other side, this is terrible fitment. You know, we're an inch inset, and these being wider just kind of makes it look goofy being inset like that. So the main problem that I was having, this wasn't just a cosmetic thing, but also a functionality thing. If you look right up under there past that coolant leak, you'll see those rub marks right there. That's the tire, and there's a matching one on the backside on the frame itself. So I can't turn lock to lock with these 1 inch spacers on there. It'll be able to clear me lock to lock both ways, and I won't have any more bump steer issues. Well, I won't have as many bump steer issues. It's still an S10, come on. Like I said, you want to make sure that you re-torque those. Take the wheel off, torque the lug nuts down, and then torque the lug nuts for the wheel down about 200 miles after you've installed them, because they are aluminum, so there's going to be a little bit of seating, a little bit of flexing, this and that. So you want to make sure you retorque those. Remember, that's safety, guys. And if you don't feel confident in doing it, don't. Just put that out there right now. All those people out there that say you can do whatever you put your mind to, yeah, you can, but there's a lot of things you shouldn't. So if you don't know how to put on wheel spacers, don't try. This is just for entertainment purposes. This isn't educational at all. I'm not trying to show you how to do it. I'm giving you tips if you already know how to do it. Don't try it if you don't know how to do it. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope some of this information was actually helpful for any kind of decisions that you're making, whether you're gonna do them yourself or if you're even gonna buy wheel spacers at all. I hope this video helped in some way. If you guys wanna check out our merch, you can see that on Facebook. If you want to help us blow up and act like we don't know nobody, then share our shit, dude. Come on. You know you want to. We're friends, right?
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.